Well, hello everyone, and welcome to historic Gill Stadium for today's matchup between the Bedford Bulldogs and your home team, the Central Little Green. We are excited to be here for Manchester Public Television. My name is Kyle Heavey. Along with me in the booth is Ryan DeRoy and Michael Martineau. I'm doing the color commentary and play-by-play for you on this wonderful, beautiful Wednesday afternoon as we are getting ready for the teams to take the field here. And we are happy to be here today covering this Division I high school matchup here. Ryan, these two teams, they face each other on Tuesday with Bedford winning 4-1. This is a different matchup altogether, different field, less wind. This could be an interesting game for sure.
Indeed, the Little Green are very confident today in taking the field with Mulholland starting for them on the mound. And it will be an evenly matched triumph here for Division I to see who comes out victorious today.
Thomas Mulholland, the tall lefty right here, warming up as I was out there in the bullpen listening to him, and he had a good snap to David Hood, the catcher, out there, and we'll see if that can be effective against these Bulldogs who are coming into this game 3-2 with some couple good victories, including the one on Tuesday versus the same Central Little Green.
And as Little Green take the field left to right in the infield, we have... Let's see. We have Armand Rallo taking third base, followed by Ryan Giuliano at shortstop. And then we move over to second base. We have Evan Kaplow. And actually, I just read the Bedford Bulldogs lineup.
I was wondering. I was looking at these players like that doesn't seem right at all. Obviously,
left to right. We have Tyler Charbalowski at third base for the Little Green, followed by Dylan Schoof at shortstop. And then we follow that up with Griffin Loge at second base and Declan Ryan at first base. Hood behind the plate doing the catching. And then left to right in the outfield, we have Gerard, Vachon, and Houghton.
Pretty good team right here for sure. So we'll see what happens. This is obviously a very big game. I want to say hello to all the Bedford fans out there on BC TV. And we also do have a photographer from WMUR here as well underneath us. So this game is obviously a meaningful game, and we'll see what we can do about making this game exciting and see what happens. I was here on Monday for a near no-hitter. 7 innings, 7 2/3 innings for Jonah Frost from the Keene Blackbirds, and he was not able to get that final out to complete the no-no. So we'll see what Mulholland can do as Michael Pratt is getting ready to step into the batter's box here, as Mulholland had to go out there and get something. It looks like he has to, whether he has a mask that he has to wear or what exactly is going on here, but we'll...
They had a wristband on his throwing hand, which is illegal. Pitchers aren't allowed to have any obstructions on their hands or arms.
Oh, that would do it. Umpires are strong here. They can continue these rules. Strike one is the first pitch from Mulholland.
Platt, who is a humane commit for next year, by the way.
Wow, look at that. That's a pretty good commitment right there. Ooh, inside pitch. He had to duck his head away.
Yeah, lefty-lefty matchup here, and no surprise here as he tries to command the strike zone with Michael Pratt being the leadoff hitter, looking to get on base here.
Pratt obviously has some wheels being a center fielder as well, so we'll see what he can do. A walk could cause trouble here for the Little Green with the speed here from the lefty. Lefty on lefty. It's like you said, Ryan. It should be interesting to see. Another ball, though. Mulholland in some trouble. He can't even handle the ball right now as it has to be picked up by his second baseman.
This is a big game, Kyle. However, we are looking to see a lot of pitches being looked at here by the Bedford Bulldogs already early on, and that's likely due to the score being very close to the last time. They're going to try to feel him out in an effort to, and he gets on base here, looking at the first 4 pitches to get him on base, and that will bring up Ryan Giuliano.
5-pitch walk right there. Not a good way to start this game, but we'll see if the defense can help Ryan Giuliano, the shortstop here. So
yeah, we're going to see the righty here. So if we see a stolen bag here, look to see the second baseman cover the bag.
Outside pitch nearly got the black of the plate, but just wasn't enough for the umpire to say yes. And we got a 5th ball of this inning already. Not a good sign for Mulholland.
No, he's not missing any bad spots, Kyle, but Bedford Bulldogs, as he fouls it off behind, looking to see what the strike zone is going to look like, which is generally a smart call by the coaching staff here to just kind of see what they can swing at early on so they can see how they can put those runners on base there, Kyle.
Giuliani, who's a junior, is a UConn commit.
Interesting. So a lot of baseball talent being moving into Division One.
And we'll see what we can do. A 1-1 count here.
Big lead on first, and he jumps, and
the ball gets
dirt.
away from Hood. He's going to easily scamper to second. Thought about rounding and going to third, but he's going to hold off. And we have a stolen base right there mixed with a wild pitch. So runner in scoring territory right now for the Bedford Bulldogs with no outs in the top of the first inning.
Let's see if Mulholland can calm it down here with first base open. He wants to avoid a hit going into the outfield, see if he can get a ground ball, hold the runner as he puts one to right field, high in the air, down the line. Right fielder's got it, catches it, and he's tagging. The throw from right field is going to be close, and he's safe.
What a throw right there from right field. We have one out with a runner on third now, but impressive throw right there. That's a long ways.
It was a little off target, but he definitely put some mustard on it there, Kyle. Houghton was not deterred. He planted his feet, made a nice effort to make the throw, but Michael Pratt was undeterred, sliding safely into third. And now Evan Kaplow steps in with an easy run, just 90 feet away. Fly ball will get him in with only one out on the board.
Well, Holland obviously has to figure things out. Keep this scoreless as a foul ball. Let's see. I almost want to say don't catch it because that's going to be an easy, and it goes for a very long strike one.
Declan Ryan almost made it out to Maple Street on that one, Kyle, with some really strong.
I thought he was going to Sweeney Post for a moment. By the way he was going, his hat was all the way in fair territory. That wonderful head of hair flowing. He's got a good head of lettuce right there. You almost want to buy that at the supermarket if you were shopping today.
Well, if I'm Hood behind the plate here, I'm going to call for that ball down in the zone in an effort to get a ground ball here.
And there we go, Ryan. Nice call. And now he's stuck in the pickle. Hood is going to block the plate, and Bedford gets their second out. A wonderful job there to get the second out of the inning. A bouncer right back to Mulholland, who's able to get it over to the catcher, David Hood, really quickly. And, there we go, 2 outs. And
Evan Kaplow very anxious up at the plate, swinging right away, trying to get that runner in, and just a little bit too over anxious. I got on top of that ball, right back to the pitcher.
Kind of a questionable call right there with only 1 out. Obviously, they're playing with a little bit of wanting to get the lead quick, and with only 1 out, I might have waited for a better chance to score on that, but to each its own.
Yeah, and sometimes as a coach, you let as the ball is grounded up the middle. Nice stop, and they get the out.
And the umpire says yes. Out number 3. Interesting first inning here for the Bulldogs.
And he loses his shoe on the play.
That's skill right there that you have to fix your shoe after. But we'll see what the Little Green can do with their bats as we go to the bottom of the first inning. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's coverage of high school baseball. And we're back for the bottom of the first inning as TJ Crowley takes the ball for the Bulldogs. We'll see what he can do here as they have a 3-2 record, and I guarantee he's got at least one of those victories this year, being a prominent pitcher for the Bulldogs. And leading off here is Mr. Jake Vachon, the center fielder.
And he is right up in the box there. And first pitch, a ball. And with the first inning from Bedford, looking at a lot of pitches, look for Central to do the same thing. Find out where that strike zone is going to be established so they can know which pitches to attack in the zone. Outside again.
2 quick pitches, but 2 quick balls as well. So not a interesting way to start, but hey, all that matters is to get those outs, and we'll see what he can do here with Crowley. Ooh, gets the outside corner. Obviously, he's aiming for that with the hard-hitting left-handed hitter here.
This is Crowley's second start of the season, 3rd appearance on the mound.
Crowley is stepping in on the inside part of the rubber, throwing across the plate. So we will get a lot of those calls outside the corner as he gets the second strike in the black. And it's a good strategy with a tailing fastball, as we're seeing from Crowley.
I'm impressed with how far up Vachon is. He's really far back in the the box as it is, but he's up close, holds off there, and now we have a full count.
Well, Kyle, a lot of hitters, especially leadoff hitters that are lefty, they like to step in the back part of the box early on to see what they can get a hold of. And if they know that they're seeing a lot of off-speed pitches, they'll move up in the box. But you can see that Vachon is still back there comfortably as he swings and strikes out. A good cut, but unfortunately a very well-located high fastball retires him. And we move on to Mike Girard, the left fielder for Central.
See what we can do. 6-pitch first batter here, so obviously he has to figure things out, Crowley, but hey, to get a K is a good way to start. And a fly ball out to center field. Looks like they're going to be able to, they're a little close between the left fielder and center fielder of who was going to get it, but smart move by the center fielder there, Pratt, to get that second out.
It shows Pratt's experience level, taking command out there as the center fielder or the field general for the Bulldogs, making the second out. Bringing up Declan Ryan.
Big number 27 here. See if that head of he calls a timeout really quickly.
Disrupting the flow and the speed, the tempo. Let's see if he can get him off here and see a few good pitches and get on base for the little green here, Kyle.
Outside pitch, but it's called a strike here. It's nice to see the wind flowing from the south today. We've seen a strong northwest wind over the last 3 games that have really made it difficult for the outfielders. And can't go wrong with a nice day here. It's 62 degrees at game time, and a very slight wind from the south. So any players that can really smash the ball out to left field have a good chance to possibly hit the carnival that's going on here.
I was just about to say, look at the carnival started a little early here, and Declan Ryan fouled the last pitch off, high and inside, and that's going to be ball 1.
A 1-2 count here, and obviously we don't necessarily want to see the Manchester fans here, Crowley, get another strikeout, but we'll see what happens.
Off-speed pitch. Looks like he lost the handle on that.
Nice job trying to sneak that in, though.
Yeah, it did have me fooled, Kyle, a little bit. It was the first time he really showed that off-speed. And Declan Ryan sets in. And
another timeout here. We haven't seen this many timeouts in one at-bat in a while.
Actually surprised that the umpire is allowing that.
Yeah, the same here.
Declan Ryan steps in, and here's the 2-2 pitch.
Gets a hold of it, but it should be an easy fly ball to the center fielder. Looks like he's going to range over and get it. And just like that, 1, 2, 3, go the little green as Bedford comes up to bat here as we head to the top of the second base. For Michael Martineau, Ryan DeRoy, my name is Kyle Heavey. We'll be right back for the second inning for Manchester Public Television's baseball action. Back here for the top of the second inning here as Bedford comes back up to bat. We have a right-handed batter here as he swings and misses on the first pitch.
Austin Bequeath steps in.
Austin Bequeath, the first baseman here, big number 16.
Also pitches at some point.
How's he been on the season?
He's only been
Inside pitch.
.067, 17 plate appearances, 15 at bats. Only one hit so far, 1 run scored, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 2 of those looking.
Well, I was just asking how many innings he's pitched. I thank you for all that. That's good to know.
He has not pitched yet this season, but the Washington does says he does pitch. So,
likely doing a lot of responsibility out there in the field. And Mulholland has a 2-2 count going to start the inning. And let's see if you can close him out here with a nice out pitch. Already missing with the off speed a couple times, but he sets and knows the sign he wants and delivers.
Outside, not able to get that strike zone. Another full count here. They started the first with a walk. Let's see if the Bulldogs will take another free base.
We saw this as a trend earlier in the season, Kyle, where they do tend to put on the first runners. Hard fastball, flied out to right field,
up.
And he says he's got it. Houghton underneath it, pedaling back, makes the catch. 1 down.
He's having a day out there so far out in right field, able to easily grasp those balls and good throw to third base. I'll see what he can do, and he comes up to the bat here as Houghton, as Mulholland will take all the easy outs that he can out there in right field.
Armin Rouleau comes in, third baseman.
Batting .357 on the season.
That's really good right there. Fouls one over towards the corner of Maple and Valley Street. I don't know if he's maybe trying to give some souvenirs to the Manchester Police Department that are out that way as well.
Yeah, they look to be jumping on that first pitch fastball where generally, a pitcher who is establishing the zone will start that out early in the game. Bedford taking advantage. The second pitch misses high. Looks like an off-speed pitch. Didn't drop the handle. Mulholland steps back in.
Makes me wonder how difficult it is to be pitching with a mask, It's
A nice pitch on the outside there.
Hits the corner, 1-2 count.
Yeah, personally, Kyle, I don't know.
Yeah, I've never had to play a sport with a mask on besides snowboarding because that keeps my face warm. But
of course.
This obviously doesn't have to be chasing after an object or trying to run to first base or anything like that.
And yesterday, President Biden lifting the restrictions slightly for those that were vaccinated, in case you missed it.
Crushes it into the gap there. Vashon rushing back to try to get this ball. It hits the fence. I think he was trying to aim for the carnival. Vashon having issues. It's going to allow him to get to third base. A stand-up triple right there with 1 out in the second inning. And Bedford in looking to get that final run. They didn't get it in the first, but we'll see what we can do here. Armand.
And the umpire giving Bedford a warning to stay in the dugout, but an excellent piece of hitting there by Ray Lowe as he just ripped that fastball out to right center field on a line. And that brings up pitcher T.J. Crowley.
See if he can help himself out with this. First pitch strike. You might be onto something there, Ryan, with the first pitch seems to be a strike over and over again for Mulholland.
Yeah, many of the coaches will pick up what they're throwing first just to see if they can catch them by surprise. A lot of pitchers will get comfortable in their rhythm and kind of tip their pitches early on. And, well, that one was obviously not the first pitch, but he got a good look at it. And once you've got the bat on the ball, you get your timing down. The next thing is just getting it on the sweet spot, and that's exactly what Rouleau was able to do.
Crowley down 0-2 in the count. See what he can do here as the high ball goes past. Hood tried to place it, but the umpire was to no avail there. As
a good place to miss on a 0-2 count. Let's see the 1-2 here. Curveball misses.
He's coming close. It's not that far off. It's not like it's in the batter's box or anything like that. It's just not able to make it happen.
Again, Hood wants a ground ball here. Anything to the right side is going to score Rouleau. Anything to the outfield will score Rouleau. So keeping that ball down in the zone is key.
And he gets a hold of it, sends it over the left fielder's head. This is going to go all the way to the fence as well. The run will score, and see if they have back-to-back triples here. He's rounding. He's going for it. Let's see the throw, the tag. He is out.
An excellent throw by the left fielder, but the cutoff throw was perfectly placed right in front of the bag. It's exactly what you want, and he was able to tag him out on a very close play. So props to Girard and Schoof for the assist on that play, and that saves them another base runner, and a 1-0 lead is all they have to show for these 2 outs in the second inning.
That's a tough way to get an RBI to get thrown out like that, but either way, they got the lead, and we'll see what happens here. But it would have been nice to have a runner at second base, if anything, with only 1 out, but now they have 2 outs. And from the way things are looking to the west, if you notice, those clouds are getting pretty dark, and we'll see if that's all they need to make this game. They got to play a couple more innings, but it's looking pretty dark to the west here, so we'll see what we can do here with, I know, a system coming through here. A tough swing right there. I think Mulholland fooled him pretty good.
Well, Mulholland is pumped up from that defense, and that's credit to the Central Little Green team, as they've made a few good plays here. Thrown with a little bit of extra gas in the tank.
Hood was ready to toss that ball to the third baseman, get out of this inning, but it was called a ball, and now we have a 2-2 count.
2-2 count. Let's see how he sets him up here with an outside fastball and coming back in. Curveball.
Oh, he's
strike 3
check
call.
Swing does not work.
Shoes looking at that one, Kyle, and that ends the side.
Mulholland able to escape that inning with 2 hits, only 1 run. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Bulldogs leading it 1-0 for Manchester Public Television's baseball action. Bottom of the second inning here from Gill Stadium. Bedford Bulldogs leading it 1-0 with TJ Crowley coming back onto the mound. And we'll see what he can do. He went 1-2-3 in the first inning, but now stepping up, the lefty, number 22, Osario. We'll see what we can do as the umpire talks to the coaches for Central.
And he steps in. Let's see, the first pitch from Crowley is a check swing. He didn't go. 1-0 the count.
Looks tight right there, but hey, the umpire says otherwise. Nuri
Catcher
Osario.
appeals, and again, no swing.
Osario's
Tough to see from the opposite
favorite
side.
baseball player is Mookie Betts, so we'll see what he can do here with the bat, as he's the fourth batter. So obviously he's got some sort of speed to him.
Yeah, and Bedford made quick work last time. Crowley very efficient with his pitches and his location. Was able to get some very key outs.
Started the inning with 2 balls last inning and started this one, but now he's back at it with a strike, swing and strike right there.
Crowley had a 12-pitch in that first inning.
Yeah, that's very, very good. And
Not bad for the first batter being 6 pitches. So outside, 3-1 count.
Crowley's getting him to swing, though, and not all those pitches that they're swinging at are in good locations, but he's got to have some good movement on his pitches. He's got a nice movement on his fastball. He seems to have that off-speed command. And here's the pitch, the 3-1.
Swing and a strike. Now full count.
Again, very efficient. He's right around the zone with his fastball. Zario's going to step out and collect himself and step back in for the full count. And here's the payoff pitch from Crowley, shaking him off, shaking him off.
Ooh,
Now he's got the one he wants.
see if he gets a knuckle. Oh,
Outside,
fastball,
and he rings him
strike
up.
3. 1 out for the Bulldogs, as he did not appreciate that call from the umpire.
Well, generally speaking, if you've got 2 strikes on you, you got to protect that zone. Umpires tend to favor the pitcher in those situations when the pitches are close. So hopefully next time. And that brings up the catcher, David Hood.
David Hood, nicknamed Hoodie, sends one over to first base. An easy out right there. And just like that, 2 quick outs. Nice job by the first baseman, Bequeath, to be able to get that out. And that brings us to the next batter.
That's going to be Andrew Holden, the right fielder, who's seen a lot of action out there defensively. Hood, unfortunately, swinging at that first pitch. He definitely regretted it after the second he swung, left the box. First pitch, well outside for ball 1.
Andrew Houghton is a big basketball and golf player. He's his goal for the season, get to the championship. So we'll see what he can do here. Is this a good matchup right here? Bedford has been in the championship a few times in the past couple of years. So we'll
Second pitch outside from Crowley. Let's see what Andrew Houghton can do. Looks in, shaking him off.
interesting, work with the catcher pitcher there. It seems like they have a good relationship to be able to figure things out.
Well, it just tells me that he's got a good mix of pitches. However, this team is jumping on his fastball, so they're going to mix a few things up here. And another outside pitch, and he goes for it again.
Over the press box area here at Gill Stadium, and that will it won't leave the ball yard, but at the same time, it's going to be someone from the little green is going to have to go chase that ball.
Steps back in, and as we look out into center field beyond the carnival, the rain clouds tend to come in a little closer there, Kyle. Off-speed pitch outside for ball 3. The count goes full with 2 outs.
Houghton is also a pitcher here for the Little Green, not pitching today, but we'll see if he has to come in in relief at all, as Mulholland has thrown a bunch of pitches so far.
And a good at-bat as Houghton takes first base with 2 outs, and we might have a little rally here for the Little Green, as that brings up Tyler Trablowski, the third baseman. And we'll see what goes on here. We got some signals going on over to the third base coach, down to first. And we'll just see if he decides to play some small ball here. Again, they were 4-1 in the last outing, where Bedford took the first game between these 2 teams.
Krablowski's favorite
And he's going.
player
The
is
throw, and he is safe, well ahead of the throw. And now a runner in scoring position for Trablowski.
Krablowski is a big J.D. Martinez fan, so we'll see if he can deliver like J.D. Martinez has been with this season for the Red Sox with a bunch of RBIs, as the Little Green would surely love one right now.
J.D. Martinez leading the team in OPS, and let's see if he can replicate that here for the Little Green. Big lead at second base. The pitch.
Well, inside. It hit his jersey.
He hit him, and he's going to go down to first, and now 2 runners on with 2 outs, and the rally continues for the Little Green.
That's a tough one right there. It didn't look like it hit him that hard. It kind of just grazed him, but either way, now a little bit of trouble here for the Bulldogs. With 2 outs, they are now down to base runners at first and second, and we'll see what Crowley can do to get out of this inning.
A little conference on the mound there to kind of restill his confidence, slow him down as Dylan Shoup, the shortstop, comes in for the Little Green. Sets.
Dylan plays all over the infield.
And a good, it's easy to get excited up there. He holds off and gets awarded with the ball, 1-0.
He's plays second, third, shortstop, and pitches, so he is very familiar with how to play this game. And a ball there. I'm starting to hear these Central teammates all getting loud. They're trying to at least tie up this game, and maybe more if he can get a hold of the ball here and send it to some greenery.
And with 2 outs, it's hard to play some small ball here as that pitch is up and in for 3-0. And now look for him to just wait and see if they can load the bases here and get an easy 90 feet away base runner here and get an easy run and tie this game up, Kyle.
We have not seen Little Green with a lead so far. A ball 4 that's going to load up the bases. And this is a huge chance in the game to either break it open, tie it up, or just make Bedford go back to the batter's box and swing away. So we'll see as they will have a meeting at the mound with the coach coming out to talk to TJ Crowley only in the second inning. He started off this inning quickly, getting that second out on 1 pitch to David Hood. And now it's getting a little dark in the sky and dark for the Bulldogs possibly.
Indeed, and that brings up the number 9 hitter, Griffin Lowe's a second baseman for the Little Green. And obviously this is a big spot for him, so he's talking it out. Game plan down at third base. Base hit will bring in 2 runs. And furthermore, if he goes to the right side, could be looking at advancing that runner to third and putting the Little Green into some very favorable positions here as the rain clouds are moving west to east here. Starting to clear up a little bit, but
it should be interesting if there's some showers in hand. This could delay the game quite a bit, as we don't really want that. We want a good, quick game so these kids can go enjoy their school vacation. As it is vacation week.
First pitch outside, if you're just joining us. This is Ryan DeRoy speaking for Kyle Heavey and Michael Martineau as we are at a 1-0 game with the Bedford Bulldogs as the lead, and the 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2.
Not going to lie, guys, the carnival rides keep flashing, and all I can think of is lightning. So it's kind of throwing me off where all of a sudden I'm seeing something out there towards center right field, and it's just carnival rides lighting up and turning on.
Let's see if Griffin Lowe can get lightning to strike here as he sees ball 3. And now the pressure directly on Crowley not to walk in a run here and score the first run.
And that's been like 7 straight balls for Crowley.
Yeah, and that's an alarming sight here as the coach is probably very nervous as he delivers.
Ball 4.
Side, and that brings in a run. And we've got a tie game here with the top of the order coming up. And Jake Vachon likely licking his chops as he steps into the box. Already seen TJ Crowley, and now looks to be very patient.
Struck out that first time to start the game, but let's see if Vachon can continue with his rally for the Little Green.
Vachon steps in the low and inside to the plate, and that is a ball outside. And that is 8 straight balls.
Jake also plays soccer on the Little Green soccer team, obviously, and they made the playoffs this past year. We're not able to get very far, but either way, they're able to get to the playoffs again.
1-0 pitch is outside as it goes to 2-0.
Crowley definitely having some control problem being 10 straight balls.
Well, let's see if he can rattle it together, but Vachon standing still up there. trying to break the flow. He's not awarded the timeout by the umpire. And the pitch. Foul tip in the glove, and this will continue. 2-1 count with 2 outs. Tie ball game. A battle between Vachon and Crowley from Bedford.
Obviously, Vachon had to run pretty far back on that first triple so see if he can get kind of the same thing to the center fielder out there, Pratt, to make him run. That'd be kind of nice to see clear the bases.
And there I do have the shift a little bit on with the second baseman directly in front of the right fielder. A big gap up the middle.
2-2 count now with 2 outs in the second inning. There's a lot of twos I've just had to say there, Ryan.
Indeed. There's a big spot. A lot of pressure for Vachon here to deliver. If he's anything close, the umpire's going to call it likely, so he's going to be swinging. And here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss.
Gets
Crowley gets
out of the inning.
jam.
Well done there by TJ Crowley, throwing 10 consecutive balls in this inning. Loads up the bases, makes an easy RBI there, and is able to escape with only giving up 1 run. Huge play as we'll go to the third inning in just a moment. We'll take a break here from Gill Stadium. We're watching baseball coverage from Manchester Public Television. And we are back for the top of the third inning here, a 1-1 game here. Both teams scored in the second inning, so we'll see what we can do for the third inning as Mulholland gets the first strike here.
Mulholland fired up after that last inning with the good defense by his team and steps right into a fastball. Looks like he's throwing much harder than he was in the first inning. And a high fly ball to center field. Vachon looking over his shoulder, looks to be under it. Makes the catch.
Nice job there by Vachon. I didn't know if he's going to have to turn around or escape it. It's obviously a good distance out there into straight center field, but hey, Mulholland will take two pitches and 1 out, and we'll see what we can do here with the number 2 batter of the inning.
Yeah, these Bedford bats are very aggressive in jumping on this fastball here, and there's a curveball to start the first at there for a strike.
Leadoff batter Michael Pratt playing center field as well.
Walked in the first, stole second, and then got thrown out at the plate on a good fielder's choice. Got thrown out at the plate, pitcher to catcher.
Yeah, Mulholland to Hood to get that out.
Strike 2 call on the black. Nice pitching by Mulholland.
As I look to the north here, gentlemen, I know that the hillside there in Hooksett is starting to disappear, which means rain, so not a good sign here as we go to the third inning. I also do want to welcome everyone from Bedford Television as they're watching the Bulldogs. We're watching this through Manchester Public Television, so appreciate all the coverage that we can do for the Manchester schools and even some of the Bedford schools.
Good waste pitch there by Mulholland, getting him to jump, but Bedford bats well disciplined as we've seen. And they're also pretty charged up as we've seen them hit the fence a couple of times there, Kyle, with some real good line drives. Right on top of the ball.
Noticing some raindrops on the glass in front of us here, so the rain is starting to move in as he strikes out. 2 quick outs here from Mulholland in the third inning. And we'll see what we can do with Ryan Giuliano up here to the bat, the shortstop.
Fly out to right field, back in the first.
Let's see if Houghton's ready for another possible hit his way.
Mulholland delivers. Another off-speed pitch to start the at-bat. Mixing things up here, and he's 0-1 quickly.
Mulholland really feeling it right now with
Very confident after the first inning, Kyle. I think he's got his groove going. There's another hit
foul
to the right
back.
side. Credit to these Bedford players. They're sitting their stance back, and they're allowing the pitches to come to them and be able to push those balls to the right side. So it's good to see some good hitting here from the Bedford Bulldogs. Let's see if it can equate to any hits here with 2 outs. Nice 2-out rally.
down 0-2 in the count, though.
The pitch.
Grounder.
Right side. Picked up by Loge over to Ryan, and that will end the inning.
No runs, no hits, no errors there for the Central Little Green in the third inning. They'll come up to bat in the bottom of the third in just a moment. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage. As we are back here for the bottom of the third inning, the rain has started substantially coming down, but we'll see what TJ Crowley can do on the mound. As hopefully his command will be just fine after throwing 10 straight pitches for balls in the second inning. But we'll see what we can do with Gerard up the bat, the left fielder.
Flight out to center field, back in the first.
Nick Gerard steps in and another ball outside. Oh, actually called the strike. Gets a break there. We got a 1-1 count. Gerard looking to get on base for a little green to start another rally, hopefully sooner than 2 outs as they did last inning. Gerard ball way outside.
You got to wonder if the balls gets a little slick, how difficult it could be for command for the pitchers here for Mulholland and Crowley.
Sets up outside here. Fastball.
Doesn't get the call that time.
Crowley just taking his time here. Very comfortable. After getting out of a very big jam with the bases loaded and secures that lead. It's still tied here at 1-1 if you're just joining us. Foul tip off to the back.
Well, scoreboard operator put that as ball 4 when actually it's now a full count. So appreciate the scoreboard operator as much as we can. It's always an interesting time when there is not one here at Gill Stadium, but we've been lucky the past 2 days, or 2 games at least.
No out here. 3-2 payoff pitch. Swing and a miss.
Down by the K goes Gerard, and we have 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Brings up the big first baseman, Mr. Declan Ryan. Not Irish at all there.
Certainly not, Kyle.
Flight out to center field last time, back in the first.
Inside pitch looked like a little bit of a slider or something like that there. That's
Drop the curveball in there on the first pitch. Crowley very confident with his pitches here in the strike zone. He sets. 1-1. Fly ball out to right. Foul ball.
goes towards the bullpen here. Huge foul territory here at Gill Stadium. Definitely the biggest in the state, in my opinion, for an AstroTurf type field, which is, we've seen some great defensive plays, but it's not always happy for the batter who, most other fields, that's way out of play, and usually you get another chance.
And for those of you that haven't played on this field, a couple things to note. There is no dirt playable except for on the mound, and no metal cleats are allowed on this field. So for those players that practice on a grass field with dirt, this is an adjustment many of them have to make. And if you're a catcher, there's no dirt to help you kind of keep the ball from getting away from you. It's rubber. So if you're in the outfield as well, it's a fast field.
Yeah, and this is a similar field to, well, I'll be working in a couple weeks out in DuBois, Pennsylvania for the USCA Small College World Series.
And a ground ball up the middle. Declan Ryan tries to slide to beat it, but a nice play there by the shortstop. And that is out number 2.
It kind of made me want to try sliding out there. It looked like he got some good distance with the turf being a little damp right now, that he was able to slide over the bag. Thankfully, he didn't have to get any fingers or thumbs jammed or anything like that. But
Indeed.
We'll see what we can do with 2 outs here as the Little Green looking to take the lead with the game tied at 1.
Zario steps in. First pitch outside.
Struck out looking last time.
It looks like the rain is letting up a little bit. Not seeing any droplets out there, so it's probably going to be kind of an off and on thing there, Kyle. As he delivers the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1.
Azario also plays basketball for the Little Green. They had a pretty good season, making it to the first round of the playoffs before getting knocked out.
And Crowley delivers the 1-1. Outside. 2-1. We're seeing a little bit of inconsistency there on the outside half, Kyle. And I'm not sure if he missed his spot. Let's see what the catcher sets up. Setting out on the outside corner again. The deliver. Inside. Call the ball. So it looks like the umpire is actually favoring the catcher's setup. Unless that one was low. And we've got a 3-1 count here with 2 outs. And possibly putting him on to start another 2-out rally as they did last inning to load the bases.
Silas Forcier, the catcher here, not going to get any at-bats because they're going to use the designated hitter in his replacement today. So Silas doing a pretty good job here. Obviously has a great relationship with TJ Crowley, as a third inning walk here gets another base runner on here for the Little Green.
Yeah, it looks like another inning where the Little Green don't get on base until 2 outs, Kyle.
They like their 2 outs, apparently.
Yeah, they've got to get something started earlier if they want to get some runs across and
see what they can do.
big lead off first.
Called strike there.
Crowley regaining his confidence here.
David Hood, also the goaltender for the hockey team for the Little Green and West. The Little Green Knights, I believe it was this year that they're called. And he took the first pitch grounder to first base in the second, so we'll see what he can do here in the third.
Yeah, runner on first. Crowley checks him, sets the 1-1 pitch. High, and it's a 2-1. Looks like the Little Green getting a little bit more patient here. Hood's in particular.
Hood is a big fan of Yadier Molina for the St. Louis Cardinals, being the catcher. Makes sense.
The best active catcher we've seen in a while, Kyle. Very talented. Great career.
Hits it out there to foul territory out in the first base side, right field area. Going to roll all the way to the bullpen, which is empty on both sides so far here in the third inning.
Hood steps back in the box. We got a 2-2 count here with 2 outs. Runner on first. Decent sized lead. Crowley sets. Here's the pitch. And a slow nubber down the third base line goes foul. He'll get another chance here.
It looked like it kind of fooled him. Hood was able to at least get the head of the bat on the ball, just was way ahead of it, thinking that he was going to get a fastball there.
Well, he kept his hands properly, but he jumped his hips a little bit, so his swing was off center, just dropped it, got on top of it. Let's see if he can just get that back in there and keep his hands and hips in rhythm here and get a base knock. Crowley sets the 2-2.
High pitch again. Interesting to see. A full count, 2 outs.
Getting a lot of pitches out of here with the count full with 2 outs. And last inning, another high pitch count for Crowley. And let's see what happens as the first baseman's backing off for the payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss on the outside, and that'll retire the side.
TJ Crowley able to get out of a, not really a jam, I would say, just a 2-out possibility for the Little Green, but it will go to the 4th inning with the Bulldogs coming up to bat. We are tied at 1 here at Gill Stadium. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's baseball action. Mulholland back here for the 4th inning for the Little Green, as he is only giving up 1 run, and the Bulldogs hoping to change that here as we get the first pitch. A fastball inside, just misses. I'm Kyle Heavey, along with me is Ryan DeRoy and Michael Martineau. Happy to be with you for Manchester Public Television's baseball action on this Wednesday afternoon. The rain seems to subside for a few moments here. Bouncing ball. Nice snag by the third base coach. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I did not zoom over to that, thinking that he was going to make that miraculous of a play, but
Evan Kaplan steps in, the number 3 hitter for the Bulldogs.
Got on via Fielder's choice back in the first.
1-1 count, the delivery. Just a bit high. And Mulholland and Crowley getting into a bit of a pitcher's duel here, as it's still 1-1. We have a fast-moving game in the 4th inning if you're just joining us. Mulholland sets to deliver the 2-1 count. High fly ball over to the right side. This one's in foul territory. Houghton rushing over just out of his reach. Just a long strike there. And we've got back down to 2-2.
that was a impressive amount of space that he just covered running to get that ball.
Well, he had to cover from the shift. He was kind of more over to right center. Lost his hat in the process.
Seems to be a trend here for the Little Green, as they like their hats to fit them, but as soon as they get running, they oftentimes lose them. So we'll see. The umpires telling Central.
Running out of baseballs a little bit here.
Oh, there's one in territory.
Yep. Have a little rookie of the year scenario there if someone trips on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I see what he can do.
Curveball misses high. Can't seem to get the handle on it. The ball might be a little wet here after that first drizzle we got.
Yeah, we saw the first pitch here in the 4th inning when he's warming up. Went right over the catcher.
Payoff pitch from Mulholland.
Gets
Ripped
a hold
into
of
left
it.
field, and this one's going to go out to the corner. Gerard fumbles the ball.
Goes
and this
all
is
the
going
way
to
to
go
the
all the way under the fence into the bullpen, and that is going to be a ground rule. He gets 2 bases out of that. So he's going to be held to second base, I believe, unless he's awarded third.
No, he's going to stay at
say.
second base for sure. giving up his protective material for the forearm area. It looked like it was. So a leadoff double here for the Bulldogs.
Capello doing his job, getting in scoring position, and that brings up Zach Fletcher, the designated hitter who was hitting for the catcher, Silas Forscher. He steps in.
Got on a fielder's choice in the first.
Outside pitch from Mulholland.
Mulholland a little jammy. We got a lefty on lefty matchup, which will favor Mulholland. However, if the ball is pulled to the right side, that will move the runner up to third, and base hit will get him in. Look for him to keep that ball low in the zone. Another pitch over the corner. Strike one. 1-1 count here. Little Green fired up.
Can't go wrong with a pitch like that, hitting the corner.
1-1 count is outside. And most of these fishing pitches, trying to get him to swing here, aren't really effective. Bulldog showing some great plate discipline.
He has not even come close to throwing it towards the middle of the plate.
Keeping him honest. And ripped outside. The right side. Foul. We've got a 2-2 count.
No one really excited to go get that ball from between parents and players. Now we got a number 12 running out there to go get it. Michael Pratt.
Capello on second. Fletcher loosening up his hips before he gets into the box.
Always important to do. Trying to, open your stance up a little bit.
Mulholland sets the 2-2 pitch. Fastball ripped to right field, right to Houghton. Sets his feet, and
see what happens here. He does not tag up there, so we got one out here as they saw Houghton's arm strength in the first inning, but not going to try to match it this time here in the fourth as this game is getting towards the middle here.
Austin Bequeath coming up to bat.
Right out to right field back in the second.
And he sets in. Look at that right side wide open there with one out.
First pitch ball there from Mulholland.
Mulholland going over that outside half. I'm looking to jam this hitter, so he pulls it to the left side, keeps that runner in second base. Let's see what happens here. The 1-0 pitch.
And fouled up back behind us. See if it hits out of the roof. No, it made it over. Pretty fun up here in the press boxes. They're doing a good amount of work here trying to get these floorboards, everything situated here. So it's thankfully the construction has gone away for the day because nothing worse than a broadcast when you're hearing chainsaws and screwdrivers being impaled into the wall.
And Mulholland drops in the curveball for a called strike. 1-2 the count with one out. First base open. Capello on second. The 1-2 pitch. Just high.
Hood doing a good job trying to keep the ball in his glove. Doesn't want to let that base runner get over to third base.
2-2 pitch, ripped to shortstop. He stops it, and there's not going to be any contest over there at first base. He will reach an infield base hit for Bequeath.
Nice job there keeping that ball in the infield, though. As he dove for it, the ball kind of landed perfectly into his mitt, and we'll see what we can do. Runners at the corners here with only one out.
And 2 ducks on the pond, and Mulholland takes a look at his defense before he gets on the mound because he knows trouble is at the plate in Armin Rello, who was able to rip a nice triple last time, I believe.
Yes.
And scored the first run of the game. And he's calling for a meeting at the mound here, so we'll see what's going to happen. So with one out.
Huge moment in the game here for sure.
Raylo is a good hitter, but we're looking to get him off balance with some off-speed pitches, likely getting that infield ready to make a play at second, or try to hold that runner to third to keep this game in contention tied at 1-1. And if you're just joining us as well, these two guys played earlier in the week. Bedford was victorious, 4-1.
Over there in Bedford, I believe they actually play at the St. Anselm College fields, if I remember correctly.
Pretty nice field.
I love covering the games over there at St. Anselm because they actually take care of the field pretty well and getting the snow off of it. So I've been to some basketball games over there when the baseball team is warming up and getting all playing out there in mid-February. So that always makes me think of happy, warm thoughts in February when I see the baseball team warmed up. But
We're fortunate to have some good college programs in southern New Hampshire and St. A's. And Mulholland
Throw
throws
over.
over to first. Declan Ryan receives it. No contested on the slide there.
huge moment in this game with only one out, Ryan.
And he's going to make Raylo wait for that first pitch. Here's the delivery. Goes to the
Pass
backstop.
ball.
Pass ball. The throw home.
Not able to get
And
there in
he's safe.
time.
A close play. Got the tag down, but not before he was able to score. And now the Bulldogs take the lead, and the runner moves up to second base. So a runner in scoring position with Raylo still at the plate. And we are in the fourth inning here as Mulholland gets back on the mound.
Tough way. I was talking about how Hood was doing a good job. That ball was way over his head, though. He jumped up from his crouching position to get that and was not able to catch it in time. Good job fielding it, throwing it over to Mulholland, but the nice slided into home plate, and now the Bulldogs happily in the lead again.
And Mulholland delivers a 2-0, and he catches the second baseman off balance. A diving play. No throw over to first again. And there will be runners on the corners. A good effort by Loge. He was heading back over after covering the bag and was able to switch position and made a great diving stop, but unfortunately still not enough time to make the play at first. And now here comes T.J. Crowley, pitcher, hoping to help his own cause with runners on the corners and one out. First pitch, high, 1-0.
Crowley doubled back in the second before trying to extend it to third and got thrown out on a 7-6-5 tag out while trying to advance.
And second pitch, in for a strike, 1-1. And there is still one out here, so look for the Bulldogs to take advantage of that as they could move this runner into scoring position and put runners at second and third. Got some speed at first base as he takes a gigantic lead. And the throw over to first. Ew,
Oh.
close play. Declan Ryan shows the ball, very confident he made the play. Unfortunately, just a hair late.
Even Mulholland looking at the umpire like, you're way out of position, man. You didn't get to see that, but I thought he was safe from our angle.
Again, these runners will become a distraction as he's come out of rhythm here in the fourth inning. His lead is shortened. And the ball high.
Well, gentlemen, it's officially 5 o'clock, so the Manchester Carnival has officially started. And this rainy evening, I'm glad to be here covering baseball instead of being at the carnival, but I see the rides are flowing around, and hopefully this game doesn't become a carnival here in just a moment with this fourth inning with one out.
His lead is bigger as he delivers, and he's off and running, and a hit-and-run play over Declan Ryan's head, and the ball will go into right field. One run scores as the runner comes around third, and he's going to hold him there. And a single with one run scoring for the Bedford Bulldogs brings the score up 3-1.
They're doing a great job right here of just having runners at first and third, making it really difficult for Mulholland to really concentrate on just the batter with these base runners around. And, Bulldogs really taking advantage here, now up 2 runs.
Runners on the corners is trouble for the Central Little Green as a well-executed hit-and-run leads to another run scoring on the board. 3-1, Bedford Bulldogs.
Good
Ball outside.
stop there by Hood. A bouncer hit the left side batter's box and was able to thankfully collect it into his glove and for not another pass ball.
Mulholland delivers the 1-0. High fly ball over to the left side. Shortstop has it.
And
Two
just
down.
like that, 2 outs. Huge for Mulholland. He's just trying to get out of this jam that he got himself in here.
Now this is a heck of a game we've got on our hands, Kyle, as that was some small ball action there, and both teams playing very competitively and very well.
See what we got here from Mulholland. Ball 1.
Ethan LaRochelle comes into play.
Fly out to center field, back in the third.
Looks like he's got a signal sheet on his wrist there, Kyle. He looks down to third and takes a glance.
gets a hold of this, sends it out to Jake Vashon in center field. Jake is able to read that clearly, and Central able to only let the Bulldogs score 2 runs. 2 men left on base here in the midway of the 4th inning. A Bulldog lead 3-1. We'll be right back for the Little Green up to bat in the 4th inning for Manchester Public Television's baseball action. We'll be right back. And back here for the bottom of the 4th inning, Bulldogs leading at 3-1 here as Andrew Houghton, number 3, comes up to the plate here for the Little Green. He fouls one off. Hopefully it gets out of territory here. Huge area. Yeah, I don't even see the ball. So as TJ Crowley has a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th after the Bulldogs scored 2 in the top of the frame here. So we'll see what Central Little Green can do here to try to match the Bulldogs. Worked in the 2nd inning. We'll see what we can do here in the 4th.
Houghton was the one that actually started the 2-out rally back in the 2nd, and he's the one that scored the run by starting off with a walk.
Thanks, Mike. And apart from that 2nd inning, Crowley has been brilliant as he's only given up a run and kept his pitch count under control reasonably well as he steps in to deliver the 2-1.
And the pitch fouled off of himself. 2-2 count now. We'll see if the ball's a little damp at all. We had a shower that came through in the 3rd inning, kind of dampened the play. And so far, it hasn't made too bad of an issue besides a Mulholland wild pitch here that scored the 2nd run for the Bulldogs.
Crowley from the wind up to 2-2. And over to the shortstop. Nice easy play there. And we got one down. Crowley makes quick work of the first batter here in Houghton. And that brings up Tyler Kablowski, the 3rd baseman.
Well done by Giuliano to throw it over to Bagueri. And they get that out. Krabilowski up to bat now.
Got hit by a pitch back in the 2nd.
That's right. That's also what continued the rally. And he's already got one down here. Crowley stepping in, gets a sign, delivers the first pitch. Low outside. Starts off 1-0.
Tyler's nickname TC. That kind of is a little bit easier with a last name like Krabilowski. Shorten it down a little bit.
Krabilowski choking up a little bit. Ball gets
Outside
away from
pitch.
2-0.
Favorite food is steak.
Not a bad one there, Kyle.
Can't go wrong with some steak. And plays basketball as well. And his favorite subject in school is math. So hopefully he can get the scenario here, the equation properly to hit off of Crowley. See if it's a squared plus b squared.
2-0. Personally, I like my steak rare, Kyle. I'm not sure about you. Rare with salt and pepper.
Ooh, okay. Can't go wrong with some fresh crushed pepper on the steak as well. I've working at a Longhorn Steakhouse for 8 years. I definitely am very familiar with my ribeyes, sirloins, fillets, all those things. So I'm sure that TC here would love any of those at this moment in time. As now we have a 3-1 count.
Yep, S&P, good for me. That's what I always say. And here goes Crowley as he's got good control here, but at a 3-1 count, a hitter's count to Kablowski, the pitch. High, and he takes ball 4, and first base runner getting on with 1 out, Kyle. So we might be able to get some runs here on the board. Little Green down 3-1 going into this inning.
We have not really seen too many base runners here for the Little Green, although 3 consecutive innings where they've at least had someone on first base.
Coach Vashon giving some signals.
See if we got a hit and run or something like that.
Kablowski getting an aggressive lead. High, likely a kind of a C pitch, if you will. Let's see if there's any movement out there.
Dylan looks to have a career in sports management after his baseball career here at Central. So good luck to him as he continues to work in sports in some way or another.
Quick throw over to first from Crowley, no action.
Dylan also a big fan of steak as well. So obviously we'll see if they can do the steak hit and run here.
And a ball goes out to left field, which will advance the runner up to second, and a base hit. We've got 2 runners on. Little Green stepping into a little bit of a rally here as Griffin Loge comes up. They're making a great diving stop. Didn't equate to an out, but good effort there.
Also walked in the second inning.
The number 9 hitter, I believe, that walked in the run, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
with the bases loaded. So with 2 on and 1 out, Little Green looking to make a difference here. Let's see what happens. Ball outside, start the count. Crowley showing signs of fatigue out there.
Griffin is a skier here, so hopefully it's all downhill from here for the Little Green with only 1 out and 2 base runners on. You know, it's been a heck of a lift ride here into the 4th inning, and we'll see if he can hit that black diamond and get a nice base hit to bring in a run or 2, maybe 3. We'll see what happens here.
He looks down to Coach Vachon for some signals here. Steps back in. Runners on first and second. Let's see if he can get him into scoring position. The pitch. And right back to Crowley. Crowley goes up to second. Let's see if they can turn 2. And unfortunately, the the shortstop, getting in the way. So the runner moves up to third.
That should have been the shortstop's ball, in my opinion there, Ryan. That second baseman was there as well, and although they were both trying to field, I don't think they expected Crowley to actually be able to get that.
Well, the right-handed hitter up, it seems odd that the second baseman would pick that up, but at any rate, runners at the corners, a couple ducks on the pond for Jake Vachon, the center fielder, who steps in as the catcher goes out to give some signals for folks at home. A runner on first and third. If there's an attempted steal, that's where he's going to throw the ball. It could be to the shortstop, second baseman, or right back to the pitcher in an effort to make a quick, easy play.
That's on 0 for 2 of 2 strikeouts so far today.
Vachon
sends
first
it out
pitch
to
swinging
the
out to foul
third base
ground.
side. Foul territory area for sure.
It looks like it might have got a piece of a windshield out there, Kyle. But doesn't look
Hopefully
like any
not.
damage.
I know my car's out there, so I would not be a big fan of that for sure. Safeway is a great glass replacement. Not an official sponsor here for Manchester Public Television, but Safe Flight Auto Glass is a big fan of.
Lowe's jumping off as the ball is hit to the right side. A diving stop, close play, and he's out.
What
the
a
Little
great
Green.
job there.
A rally is stifled. There's a great effort by the
Caplo
second
able
baseman.
to slide, pick it up in time, throw it over to first, and saves a run from scoring and any more damage for the Little Green. Bedford coming up to the bat now, leading this game 3-1. We'll be right back in just a moment here for the top of the 5th with Bedford coming up to bat. And we are back here for the top of the 5th inning with Mulholland still on the mound here. I do want to welcome again the Bedford television crew as we are broadcasting live through there. The Bulldogs leading this 3-1 as Manchester Public Television is happy to work with surrounding towns to get these games broadcasted live, as you're seeing here. We got the leadoff hitter, gets a hold of one, sends it out to center field, see what Vachon can do. Vachon able to field it, and we have a quick 1 out off of 1 pitch there. Couldn't even get Michael Pratt's name out in time before he got a hold of one and sent it out to center field.
And if you're just joining us, we got a real dandy on our hands with Bulldogs up 3-1 here. Central Little Green just can't catch a break with runners left on base in several situations, and they're stuck with just 1 run. But 1 out here as Ryan Giuliano, the shortstop, steps in. First pitch, strike.
0 for 2 for today with a fly to right field and a 4-3 ground out.
As he sees the first pitch over the strike zone, the 0-1.
Oh, gets a
Ripped
hold of
down
this
the line,
one.
and that is a shot. out
That
in
will
the
definitely
parking
be a
lot.
windshield, Ryan.
Just shy of the windshield. Looks like it goes right in the pickup truck.
I don't even know.
Rolling down the street.
Yeah, it's on its way to Beach Street. Apparently it wants to go in that area of Manchester, which don't always recommend, but
Thankfully a little early because that would have been out of here if that was fair. And the pitch, 0-2, up the
Grounds
middle to
over.
the shortstop. Throws it out, and Declan with a huge stretch.
what a stretch right there. Big guy Declan Ryan looking good out there at first base.
Shoot for the good throw. It was just not going to quite make it. And Declan Ryan stretching and showing some flexibility. And he's loosened himself up after that limber stretch. And a
2
great
quick
play.
outs here on 5 pitches. It might even be more than that. 3 pitches. I think the count was 1-1 there.
Despite Mulholland, as he throws the first pitch down in the zone for ball 1, despite Mulholland giving up 3 runs, he's thrown a heck of a game here. And the runs don't show for how well he's located his pitches and how well this defense has been playing. Ball 2 in the dirt as Hood digs it out. And Evan Kaplow up again.
Capo's 1 for 2.
1 for 2. He had a nice poke last time at bat. Oh, another ball in the dirt.
Bouncing ball got right through Hood, goes all the way to the backstop. Hood is saying, hey, coach, get another ball because this one's going to be wet now. So we'll see what they can do here as the ball comes flying over to Mulholland. And
got a 3-0 count with 2 outs, and obviously he wants nothing to do with Kaplow, as Kaplow's been all over him. And the 3-0.
ball
And
high,
ball 4.
4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls there, and Kaplow will say, thank you very much. I'll make my way to first base, and we'll see what Mulholland can do.
Zach Fletcher coming into the dish, and I'm sure he'd much rather take the lefty-on-lefty matchup than worry about Kaplow getting on base again. And there he is at first, and fresh count. Way outside.
Fletcher, the DH for Silas Forcier, the catcher there for the Bulldogs.
And Fletcher has yet to make any noise here.
0 for 2 with a fielder's choice and a fly out to right field.
Yeah, Mulholland delivers. Curveball in for a strike. Nice pitch.
That worked well.
And the bat's still quiet for Zach Fletcher. Oddly enough, as a DH, not really stepping in to play his role here, but let's see if it changes. And a swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch. Looks like a changeup, Kyle.
Let's see what he does here. If he throws the fastball or stays off speed again, because it's worked in the last 2 pitches. See what happens here.
2 outs. The 1-2. High and outside. Not quite.
The
Trying to get him to fish again, and it was ineffective.
Jonathan Palpabon, Jason Veritek special right there. The high fastball.
Little high cheese, and he went up, and the runner goes outside. Hood throws it down anyway, and stopped by Schoof, but he's well in there ahead of the throw. Big jump from Kaplow. And now the runner's in scoring position as he takes matters into his own hands to move up.
I guarantee
Fletcher steps
the
back in.
parents appreciate having their kids play here, as they don't have to do as much laundry. If that was obviously a dirt field, he would have a very dirty uniform there, and instead he just slid like a water slide in some ways.
Payoff pitch. Outside, he takes the walk. So with first base open, they take the cleanup hitter and put him on first base, getting a forced play to any base here to get out of the jam. But 2 runners on now. And now we go to Austin Bequeath.
The first baseman. See what he can do here.
A couple ducks on the pond here, and the first pitch is a hard fastball.
It goes for a ball. A little low, says umpire.
Yeah, he's got the right idea here. Ground ball will get him out of the inning. Keep that ball in the zone there. Another
Gets
fastball.
a hold of it into the gap there. Will anyone be able to cover it? Nice job getting over there.
Gerard makes the play, and that ends the inning, and damage is not done. Runs are kept to 3-1 here. as we
Loud
go into
fly
the
ball.
bottom of the 5th.
2 runs left on base. No errors there. And we'll come back for the bottom of the 5th. Time is running out for the Little Green, down 2. We'll be right back for the Manchester Public Television's baseball action. And we are back here at Gill Stadium for this great matchup between the Bedford Bulldogs and the Central Little Green. A pitching matchup.
That's a play.
Incredible.
Looks like it's going to be a close play there, and he makes the catch. So Gerard, after making a great play in the outfield, quickly retired.
1 pitch, 1 out there, and Crowley's got to appreciate that. But we were talking about this guy. We feel like he is due for something here, is Declan Ryan, the first baseman.
Making a great stretch play in the last inning.
Didn't expect that from him, honestly.
And he looks at ball 1 high.
0 for 2 so far today with a fly out to center field back in the first and a 6-3 ground out in the third.
Yeah, Declan Ryan known to put a charge in one as he gets the 1-0. Ooh, and it's in there for a strike. 1-1 count.
Looking down at his third base coach saying, oh, man, that was close. I didn't think it was going to count, but now it's 1-1 count.
Crowley delivers. Ooh, and a
Held
nice
off.
curveball, but it's out of the zone, and he watches the pitch go by for a ball. 2-1. Declan Ryan stepping in and setting his feet. We're going to put a charge into one as Crowley winds up and delivers. And he steps out, calling time.
Interesting. I thought Crowley might actually release that pitch. You know, you see that in the majors for sure. Where you just
Nice waste pitch, get another pitch count out and tire them out and disrupt their rhythm. And here's the 2-1. On the corner, a called strike. And Declan Ryan letting everything go by him right now. As the little green needs to get something started here with 1 out.
down to 8 outs. They running out of time. They got to figure something out here.
And the 2-2. And a curveball.
I don't know if Declan thought that might hit him. He didn't really move at all. He just kind of
bounced in front of the box there. So it was just a bad curveball. Just lost the handle on it. And count goes full here.
You got the shortstop and second baseman out in the outfield grass, expecting. Oh, look at this!
This one's going to go into the gap, and this is the big charge they've been looking for. As Declan Ryan puts on the Jets, heading into second base. He's going for 3, folks. And here's the throw, and
he is out. Oh,
Declan
not pleased
Declan
with that.
Ryan gambles and gets out, and he is trying to argue his case, but he was absolutely hosed, folks. What a great throw from the cutoff man to end up that call, and Declan Ryan is not happy about it.
Umpire thought about possibly throwing him out of the game. He had some choice words there, and I don't think that was safe for TV. So thankfully, there's no microphones on the field right there.
What a disappointing turnout, as that could have put a runner at second base. And boy, you know, when I started seeing him chug around first base, I thought he was going to lose steam going into second. But nonetheless, 2 down here, and nothing to show for that nice hit out to right center field of the wall.
And now we got Nuri Azario up here, the right fielder.
0 for 1 today with a strikeout looking K and a walk.
His goal for the season was the most RBIs, and that would have been an easy RBI possibly if Declan had stayed at second base.
Yeah, the Little Green are going to have to get crafty here to start another rally with 2 outs, as they've done it twice so far. Let's see if they can make it happen again with a 3-0 count and 2 outs here to Ozario. Crowley looks in, and
long exchange of pitches there between
right
the catcher and pitcher there.
And now he's got a hitter's count here, but really just looking for something to put on the outfield. The 3-1 pitch from Crowley. And he gets him to swing and fish on the off speed outside, and now the count is full, down to their last strike on the inning.
Well, it's a topsy-turvy, kind of like the carnival ride that I'm watching go left and right here for this Central Little Green. Tough inning. They got some excitement. Now it's going to be tight. Another base runner, though. That's at least 3 straight innings with a base runner. Yeah, maybe they only get to first base, but hey, it's something. And as long as you can tax Crowley some more.
And it looks like Coach Vachon is going to make a substitution here. Let's see what we've got.
Are we going to have a pinch runner? I'm intrigued to see what what's in store here for the Little Green. Yeah, we will have a pinch runner as
looks like Mulholland going back.
Number 9 will come out there.
So it looks like the designated hitter, Ozario, is going to have his place in the lineup switched. Mulholland coming in to fulfill that position. We'll see what that turns into next half of the inning, folks. But Mulholland, likely for his speed, could be done pitching as we see him go in.
Maybe he can use the bat as well. Interesting to see a high pitch there.
All right, Hood steps in and he looks down to see if there's any change in the signals.
0 for 2 today with grounded out to first base unassisted and a strikeout.
Mulholland taking an extra step in his lead after he delivers and a hit to the right side. That's going to be trouble. And an easy play to first, but he's running, and that seems to be it for the inning, folks.
A big hit there by Declan Ryan, but he's thrown out at third base. We have 1 base runner left on, and we'll go to the top of the 6th inning here at Gill Stadium, a 3-1 Bedford Bulldog lead. We'll be right back with more coverage from Manchester Public Television's baseball. Well, we are back here for the top of the 6th inning. Mulholland driving through this game here, giving up 3 runs. And we'll see what the Bulldogs can do here. First pitch strike.
Raylo steps in again. Biggest hit of the game is triple.
Yep, back in the second, and then had a single back in the fourth.
Gets a hold of it, but sends it back our way. Great to see a few fans in the stands here, as I know that WMUR was here. We're happy to be broadcasting this game in Bedford Public Television as well. And I don't know if we're on 105.1 as well, but either way, it's great to be broadcasting for the Southern New Hampshire region here, as we have a great game here between the Little Green and the Bulldogs. So.
And if you're just joining us, Declan Ryan thrown out on his way from second to third base with one down, and that likely will be a difference maker here for the Little Green, as Mulholland also been twirling a gem for the Little Green against Crowley of the Bedford Bulldogs. It's a ground ball to right side. Loge throws over to Declan Ryan for the first out of the inning.
Well, that's a good way to get the first out of the sixth inning here. Easy ground ball to second base. Fielded it cleanly and right over to Declan. And that's what Mulholland wants out of his teammates. Good defense to hopefully get the victory in this game, as he like you said, Ryan. Oh, high pitch. I think it's going to be more our way, or hitting the dugout. Yeah, I definitely hit the roof.
And Mulholland been very efficient with his pitches here. He's been able to get out of trouble, but with 6 innings worth of work here, he might be coming down to the end here. Let's see what happens. Thrown inside, gets behind Hood. 1-1 the count.
No ball boys here at Gill Stadium for high school games, so Hood's got to go all the way back to the backstop. The ball is now a little bit wet from the showers that went through here back in the second and third inning. And
looks like we've got some action in the bullpen over there for Bedford as the 1-1 pitch comes in from Mulholland.
High pitch, 2-1 count now.
So the pitcher's likely getting to the end of the gas tanks here on both teams. Mulholland still looks pretty good, pretty sharp. Throwing his fastball with some power and some good sharp location. And a pitch out to right. That's going to put Houghton back, but he seems to be under it. Going over his shoulder. And
oh,
he
gets away.
And he's going to go into second base comfortably as he rounds second into third. And here comes the throw into the cutoff man. And he's in there easily with a triple.
I thought Houghton had a good read on that ball, and unfortunately he did not go back enough, and it just did not land in his glove. Two-hopped, hit the fence, and now we'll see what we can do here, as there's one out in the inning, and the Bulldogs looking to get another run and put the score exactly how it was after Monday's game, with it being 4-1. And now we'll have some meeting of the coach and the batter here, trying to figure out what they're going to do. Maybe an interesting play here to see what they can do here as they try to figure things out. And number 15 coming in to bat here for the Bulldogs, as we look to get a name for this player here. Replacing JJ Crespo out here. And we'll see what we can do here. The Bulldogs trying to get another run.
And the infield coming in to try to keep this game within reach, as TJ Crowley, if you're just joining us, with a triple to right center field over the head of Houghton.
Crowley's got some good speed for sure, getting around those bases and be able to score that run. So we'll see what he can do here, as Little Green definitely in some trouble again.
The pitch inside.
Thomas Mulholland hoping to get out of this jam. Another inning where he's got a runner at third base. High fly ball. This should get in the runner. Vashon coming in. He's at the 30-yard line. I don't think he's going to score in time. The throw to Hood, definitely not in time. And the Bulldogs extend their lead, now up 4-1.
And a good piece of hitting there by the Bedford Bulldogs again. Being smart and waiting for that pitch high in the zone, which they got out of Mulholland, who's obviously getting to be a little bit tired, but still throwing really well. Took advantage of that runner on third base.
And now 2 outs in the inning. A grounder over to third base. Can he field it cleanly? The throw over, and nicely extended by Declan Ryan to get that third out, but the damage has been done. The Bulldogs, off of a triple, able to sacrifice to get that extra run. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, down to 6 outs remaining for the Little Green. Bedford Bulldogs happily taking the lead, back up to 4-1. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's baseball action. Back for the bottom of the 6th inning here. The Bulldogs leading this game 4-1 as Andrew Houghton comes up to the plate here. He scored the 1 run in the 2nd inning. A quick bunt attempt there goes just to the third base side foul, and we'll see what we can do. Houghton trying to kind of get in a better position with his teammates after misplaying that long fly ball out to right field that he was not able to make that catch.
He just pulled the third baseman in, so he's going to look to go opposite field here to get on base. That bunt for a hit. It's a good tactic, and it's fouled off his foot into foul ground.
Interesting thing, I saw that foul ball go right off of his ankle and straight up in the air, but the umpire did not make a call, so that was a odd thing to see. Now down in the count 0-2. I'm Kyle Heavey. Along with me is Ryan DeRoy and Michael Martineau. We're happy to be here with you for Manchester Public Television's baseball action, along with Bedford Public Television as well today, getting the stream through us. So hello to everyone as he gets a hold of one, trying to do some damage himself, but a nice catch there by the right fielder for the Bulldogs, and 1 out right there.
And he gets a hold of an atom ball right at him. And if you're just joining us as well, scores 4-1 after 6. And Bedford comfortably in the lead with Crowley throwing a gem here on the mound. And Bedford looking lights out on defense and offense, Kyle, looking like they've got the total package today.
And this is why they're 3-2. Their record this year, the Bulldogs, it's a couple tough losses, and Central coming to this game 2-3, hoping to get to 500, and they're running out of time. Only 5 outs remaining.
Second pitch is a ball, and the last time these two faced each other, 4-1, the same outcome. So oddly enough, we're looking at a very similar outcome here at Gill Stadium.
But in that game on Monday, Bedford scored all their runs in the bottom of the 1st inning, and then Central scored in the 7th.
Pop fly lands right behind us on the maybe a souvenir for us guys if we want to go get it after this game. I don't know if I necessarily need more baseballs in my life, but either way, Tyler Krabolowski also plays basketball, and his goal for the season was to start at third base, and so far he's doing pretty well, but a really bad swing right there. I think he realized that was going to be a strike at the last moment and just try to put something out there. But
he thought something else was coming in there. It looked like he was looking off speed, and he got a fastball right down the pipe, and that will leave him
2 outs now.
And here comes, so we got another substitution.
We have number 5 out there, Dylan Schreff.
Schreff, the shortstop, up to bat.
Favorite band, Pink Floyd. So let's see if he can be money out here as he sends one over to second base. Should be an easy play. And Little Green go 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Lily, I think that might have been like 6 pitches. And TJ Crowley pleased with that. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Bulldogs looking to extend their lead even more. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's baseball action. And we come here to the top of the 7th inning. The Bulldogs in command of this game so far. Thomas Mulholland still on the mound here for the Little Green, as we have Michael Pratt up here again, the leadoff man, 4th time up to bat.
And looking to make another dent in this lead, 4-1 here, as he throws another ball outside, 2-0.
Pratt is 0 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base.
Yeah, he got that stolen base in the 1st inning, so I have a little issues here, a little fix of the microphone for Michael Martineau here as he was a little discombobulated, but we appreciate all the work that Michael does here for Manchester Public Television, being the statistician and giving us all the information that he's able to give us as we go live at these games. Possibly even 3 times this week. We'll see what Friday brings. We thought it was going to get rained out, but it's actually looking like it could be a good night. And a nice single out there to right field. See if he looks to extend it to... No, He's going to be smart and go back to the bag at first, but a nice hit there by Pratt.
Yeah, Houghton stops it and gets it right in immediately. And now we've got a base runner on, with Ryan Giuliano coming up to bat.
And now the coach comes out here to talk to Thomas Mulholland, see if he's getting the ball taken away from him.
First runner on, and let's see what he elects to do here with no outs and one on.
6+ innings in this game.
This game here, 4-1. And the Little Green going to have to mount a rally in the bottom of the 7th, and it's all or nothing at that point.
But
it
obviously,
like their
with
discussion of strategy right now looks to be still in the game.
no one's really been out there in the bullpen to warm up, so really, if he replaces Mulholland with someone, it's going to have to be a quick couple pitches to get them warmed up.
Yeah, and they're going to stay with his man here as Mulholland stays on the mound. And he's thrown a great game. You know, the runs, unfortunately, don't reflect how well he's pitched, but they're going to stick with him.
It's tough when your teammates only give you one run in the game, just as we saw on Monday as well. So we'll see what they can do here as Ryan Giuliano up to the bat.
Big lefty looking over at first, and Pratt taking a pretty big lead, and he's off, and he got him in a pickle as they throw down to second, and he's going to be no call yet, folks.
Looks to be safe. Bag came
safe.
off.
They had no call from the umpire there, but he appears to be safe, and the tag didn't make. So
good attempt there by Mulholland to get it over to Ryan, who he had a good lead, and he was able to use his speed. And now over to shortstop, see what he does, over to first to get the easy out. Not very easy, though, with the speed that he had running down the baseline. But
the shortstop elected to throw to first, despite Pratt having a really good jump over to third. And it's probably the best decision, knowing that he can make the sure thing and get the out. It's going to put the pressure on the rest of the defense here to twirl one up the middle to get out of the runner's off first. So looking to keep that ball in front of them, knock it down, and keep the runner at third.
Pass ball. This should bring in another run unless he's able to get there in time. He is not. And Bedford extends their lead to 5-1. David Hood not able to. That's 2 scored runs for the Bulldogs on pass balls in this game. And that's something that's going to make any manager upset after this game, because that's easy runs to score. I don't know if Mulholland and Hood were on the same page or what happened there.
But just a low pitch got away from him on that one as Kaplan steps in. And the coach is stepping on the steps there. Coach Vashon is telling his team to relax and calm down and get out of the inning because they know they have work to do. But the plate and a high fly ball out to left. Gerard going way back, and this is going to be over his head. And he rounds first and hits to second.
Nearly got to the merry-go-round on that one.
Indeed.
As he runs the bases like a merry-go-round up to second base. And Bedford really doing the damage here in the late part of this game after only having a 3-run lead. They got 1 run in the 6th, another run in the 7th, and with only 1 out, a runner on second base. And Little Green really kind of getting a little worried here. They're running out of time, running out of effort, and I don't know if it's the distractions from the carnival going on, but either way, the Bulldogs in command of this game.
And here comes Fletcher, the DH. Lefty-on-lefty matchup has been quite effective the whole game, and Kaplo on second base, a base hit away from scoring and adding to this margin to make it 6-1. A big swing and a miss. And he just hasn't really had it today, unfortunately, at the cleanup spot.
Fletcher's one for 3 today with a reach on fielder's choice and a fly out to right and a single his last time up.
And a pitch. High. It looks to go to ball 1. A 1-2 count, a good waste pitch from Hall. With first base open, lefty-on-lefty matchup here. He'd like to erase Fletcher and move on to the second out. Pitch outside in the dirt. Hood makes a nice stop.
We're so used to saying dirt that it's hard to say AstroTurf here, as obviously we're in our first year of high school ball on this AstroTurf after they replaced this back in the summer of 2019.
And it does look great.
Obviously the season was canceled due to COVID last year. Bouncer able to get over there in time and get that out. Nice job by Ryan to extend, and great job by the second baseman there, Loge, to get that out. But now we have another runner over at third base.
And here comes the hook, likely as he calls for Gerard out of left field to come in and relieve Mulholland, and that will do it.
Well,
and we'll have his pitching line here shortly for you, but 6 in 2/3 innings.
Giving up 5 runs. Not too bad. Obviously, team has got to be happy with him. It's not his fault they have only scored 1 run. But we'll get a replacement here. We'll check out how Gerard pitches here. We'll be right back after a few moments here as a pitching change here in the top of the 7th inning. We'll be right back. Well, we are back here for Manchester Public Television's baseball action as Michael Gerard comes in from left field to be the closing pitcher for the Little Green. Gerard is a big fan of Clayton Kershaw, so we'll see if he can bring that type of dominant heat to the Bulldogs here, even though the Bulldogs lead this game 5-1. Foul back here for strike 1 as
ready on ready matchup against Austin Bequeath, who's obviously remember him in the first for the big triple. And pitching line looks to be 2 strikeouts, about 5 hits, 2 walks. And
for Thomas Mulholland, he's going to get the loss unless the Little Green come back here in the bottom of the 7th. They still got chances. See if they can put those pieces together and make a 1,000-piece puzzle come together and look beautiful.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we're in the top of the 7th with 2 outs and a high fly ball in the gap, and this looks like trouble. This is way over the head and right at the wall, and Bequeath again bringing the damage as he stops into second with a run scored.
Smart this time, does not try to extend it as he did earlier in the game, but that is not a good sign here. Bulldogs now up 6-1. A great shot there. That was an impressive hitting to hit it all the way out there into the gap. Bulldogs now have a 5-run lead here with still 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, Gerard's delivery is from the shoulder more than it is his arm, and it makes it really visible. This is another hit taken out to left. That'll move Bequeath up to third base.
Smart job stopping there. Good job by the third base coach saying, hey, just hang out right here, man. Declan Ryan giving some love over there to that player for getting the hit. And, well, not a good start here for Michael Gerard, giving up 2 big hits to start off his campaign in the 7th inning.
The Bedford Bulldogs have a 2-out rally here with Armin Raylo up to bat.
It's actually Crowley up to bat.
Oh, Crowley up to bat, excuse me.
Crowley, the pitcher, looks to be in command to get the victory here in today's game.
Bequeath on third and Raylo over at first.
See what he can do here. Sends it up the middle. It's going to drop in, go all the way out to Vashon, and another run scored. And just like that, Bulldogs
teeing off on Gerard here. And as I was saying before, his delivery coming from the shoulder is going to make that fastball really visible. And right-handed hitters in particular are going to have an easy time picking that up and being able to set their hips and swing right through it. As
Bulldogs just continuing to score runs here. Back up our way. Ryan reaching in the air like he's got a glove on through the roof to catch that ball.
Natural reflex.
Natural reflexes as Michael
Crespo.
Martineau jumped backwards thinking that he was going to get drilled. You can tell who the dominant athlete was in this booth for sure.
Another high fly ball out foul
Can
territory.
Hood get it? He's running over. Not able to. Hits the top of the dugout. And see if they get that ball back in play or if that's a souvenir for one of the parents.
And J.J. Crespo looking to get on base here. 2 on, 2 outs, 0-2 count. Gerard looking to get his first out on the mound. The pitch. Ripped
Crushed, but
outside, and then it's going to go into the parking lot.
let's see how far this one goes.
Nope, into the bullpen.
Not
No
too
cars
bad.
are going to get damaged on this one. No insurance claims necessary.
Safe light auto repair not needed just yet. Also got Portland glass.
Gerard throwing the 2-2.
He is
ball outside.
very much ahead of what Gerard has given him.
Crespo, great at bat here with 0-2, protecting the plate with 2 on. And he is looking to add to this lead of 7-1 for the Bedford Bulldogs.
2 ducks on the pond still. It's kind of a, you want to just increase your stat line as much as you can.
High cheese up and in, almost sweet chin music. Backs him off the plate. Gerard with a good miss, 1-2.
Gerard.
Little Green looking to get out of this jam here and mount a substantial rally to take this game. The pitch.
One to remember for sure. A bouncer, nice job by Hood to keep that away so the base runner is not able to move up. Interesting at bat here for sure, as we've seen a number of foul balls and now a 2-2 count. Held up. Now it's full.
It is full. And will this inning ever end for the Little Green?
He's far up in the batter's box. We've seen a lot of players be really far back towards the catcher, but he's up by the pitcher.
Yeah, really taking off. Foul balls. Runner on first, making his way all the way to second base. They're looking to score.
Over the Bulldogs in the dugout there that are up there cheering on.
And they're stepping up in the box, Kyle, likely because of Mulholland now with the speed off the mound is Gerard much slower, and they're being able to pick up this ball really well, and they're going to jump right on it.
So far, so good. As he gets a hold of one, but should be easily caught out there in the left. A tough inning right there for the Little Green. Their last chance to do some damage. They need to score 6 to tie, 7 to win. It's been a tough time up at the plate as TJ Crowley of the Bulldogs has done his job and done it well here. We'll see what happens here as we go to the bottom of the 7th for Manchester Public Television's baseball action. We'll be right back. Well, as we come back for the bottom of the 7th inning, the Bulldogs with a pitching change as coming out as a shortstop to now be the relief pitcher is one Mr. Ryan Giuliano. As wonderful job there by TJ Crowley on his day. 6 innings pitched, only giving up 1 run, and he will go over to shortstop as well. So a nice change between the short and pitcher here to make it easy for us.
It looks like Tyler Caesar is into bat. Substitution made by the Little Green here to start the rally.
See what they can do here as they're running out of time with only the last down to 3 outs. And Tyler is a catcher, pitcher, and third base. And he's a big Xander Bogaerts fan.
Stance very similar as that shows. Man, he's got a nice fastball, and he's got that 3/4 delivery, but he's coming in hot, and he's got real good location. Up ahead 0-2 here on Caesar. And the 0-2.
Outside.
Nice waist pitch. Trying to get him to fish, and he stays home.
Tyler plays football, basketball, and golf, so he's all around a very sporty guy, and we need to need him at first base to extend, this rally as Central is
Inside.
running out of time. Inside pitch though, 2-2 count.
At 2-2, and Giuliano throwing with some cheddar on the ball there.
Very impressed.
Confident.
Yeah, high socks, different than what we were seeing from Crowley. Outside pitch, now it's full. See, that's something that Hood did not get, that we just saw there from the catcher, is sometimes the ball hits off the wall and comes back quickly. On those 2 scored runs for the Bulldogs, that ball stayed back there. So
Here's the 3-2. Ground ball right side. Over to the first baseman. A race to the bag and an easy out. And they are down to 2 outs.
nice play right there by the first baseman, able to field it cleanly and take a few steps, able to get that out. And now
Jake Vashon steps in looking to mount the rally, and he's got another first time looking at Giuliano's delivery here and jumping on a fastball most than likely, and he sets up outside. First pitch ripped
gets
into
a hold of it
center
into the
field.
gap.
This is going to go into the gap, and this is going to be for extra bases, folks.
He does not able to
And
get
he's
it.
going to keep going, and he's going second to third, and let's see if the cutoff throw is going to beat it. Well in time, and he is in with a clean triple to start the inning.
There we go. That's what we're hoping from Jake Vachon. Favorite food is a quesadilla, and he got a hold of that quesadilla, sending it out to the gap between center and right. And hey, let's see what they can do with one out here in this bottom of the 7th inning.
It's a shame we're not sponsored by Taco Bell, giving out free quesadillas for triples, eh?
I would have, even a stolen base, I would have been happy with a free Doritos Locos Tacos, as we see those oftentimes in the World Series.
Here comes Girard in to help his own cause. Ground ball up the middle. This is going to be a close play to get the run, and he will get the RBI, and that is going to be out number 2. Little Green down to their final out here in the bottom of the 7th. As Declan Ryan steps in, hoping to redeem himself after being thrown out on his way from 2nd to 3rd.
Now a 5-run lead for the Bulldogs, but more importantly, they got that out. And let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, base is empty here. Giuliano can take his time with 2 outs, and hopefully we'll see a good at-bat here from Declan Ryan as he looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. As this umpire and him are not good friends after that call out.
No,
so
for
he's
sure.
Not going to be getting any favors.
He's lucky to be still in this game after barking as he went back to the dugouts.
And time awarded to him despite all of that. Steps back in, collect himself. Trying to throw Giuliano off his rhythm, but they've got 5 outs to go. Time to get down to business.
No, we're down to the last out right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
ball to the backstop is get a little bit of Ricky Vaughn action there.
Well, as long as his haircut's not like Ricky Vaughn, but nor his number. But I totally understand where you're coming from with just a bit outside.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
Declan Ryan settles in. Giuliano the pitch. Outside.
Ooh.
Just missed, and the count goes 2-1. A hitter's count. Declan Ryan steps in and grips the bat with some confidence here. Giuliano sets and the pitch. Off speed, gets it on the black, and that is strike 2. And Declan Ryan again waiting to 2 strikes.
Declan's favorite musical artist, Johnny Cash. So hopefully he's not going to be in the ring of fire here with 2 outs here in the 7th.
2-2 pitch turns him into a pair of shoes to end the game, and wow. And a great pitch from Giuliano. I've had him guessing probably off speed. That's why he watched it go right over the plate. And after that, the Bedford Bulldogs were victorious 7-2 here, Kyle.
Well, I'm going to give a congratulations to the Bulldogs as they go to 4-2 on the season. Central Little Green down to 2-4 on the season. It's been a pleasure to be here at Gill Stadium with you gentlemen, Mr. Michael Martineau, Mr. Ryan DeRoy. And thank you to all the fans watching for Manchester Public Television as well as Bedford Public Television. It's been a pleasure to be with you tonight. I want to, play the player of the game. I would have to say on my end, I don't know if you guys want to disagree with me or not, but I would say it's got to go to the pitcher there, the starting pitcher for the Bedford Bulldogs, and TJ Crowley. He had a heck of a...
absolutely dominated indeed, and he led his team all the way into the 7th inning where Giuliano could come in and just close out the game. And let's not forget about Armin Rayla, who was able to hit that triple to open things up. And the difference maker in the game, and the Little Green starting a rally, Declan Ryan being thrown out from 2nd to 3rd base, unfortunately killed that rally going in to give the Little Green any chance of scoring any additional runs. And unfortunately, that leaves them at a 7-2 loss and puts them at 2-4 for the season as the Bedford Bulldogs move up to 4-2.
Well, for Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr, Operations Assistant Mr. Brandon McCormick, it's been a pleasure to be with you on this Wednesday evening. Stay dry, everyone, as we are expecting some rain this evening, but who knows what happens as Mother Nature has her mind set on many different things. We are possibly supposed to be here again on Friday night for Nashua South versus Memorial, but we'll see how Mother Nature feels about that. Have a wonderful evening right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to come out, the Manchester Carnival is going on. We got some crazy rides like this. It's only $2 to get in, and face masks are needed. But we will leave it at that here on this evening. It's been a pleasure as the Bulldogs take the game 7-2 for Manchester Public Television. My name is Kyle Heavey. We'll see you soon.